Hey, 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 everybody. Happy Friday. How's it going? My picture seems a little... How's it going, JP? My picture seems a little washed out. I don't know if it does on you guys' side as well. But hopefully everyone is doing good. Hopefully everyone is getting ready for an awesome weekend. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Coffee Gatherings. Hi, Bell Strategies. Rachel. How is everybody? Hopefully everyone is doing well. Hey, Nancy. Nancy, thank you for the kind words. Yes, Lisa, I'm back at my place here in Northern Virginia. About to kick off my weekend. I have to record a podcast, and then I'm done. I'm starting my weekend, heading down to a lake house to have a nice weekend with my oldest two daughters and my wife, and it'll be a lot of fun. So, hey, Dan. So, my name is Brian Fanzo, better known as iSocial Fans, for those of you that are joining me for the first time or maybe watching this on replay. And I am a change evangelist. Yes, definitely some fishing. I am one that I am one that has a podcast and talks about FOMO, which is the fear of missing out. And really, I like to be the one that's on the bleeding edge and really understand what technology, what trends, what things are really kind of pushing things forward. And hi, Adrian, and hey, Skinny. And for me, I love living on the bleeding edge, and really, as a change evangelist, that's kind of what you have to do. And oh, Greg, I can't wait. Yes, I will be September 17th. I will be keynoting at the AMA in Raleigh, North Carolina, giving my new updated Think Like a Fan live streaming presentation. But one of the things that, oh, thanks so much, Loon. One of the things that really bothers me is that there is a bit of people and a group of those that look at new technology and look at change and look at things that are coming down that are maybe new, brand new, or a new way of thinking it, like Uber. For me, I think there's a contingent of people that rather than look at it and say, what could that do for me? What opportunities do I have? And that's the answer right there, Jen, is these people fear change. They fear the idea that they have to learn something new. And yes, those people are going to be left behind. And I think so many people still listen to those people that just hate what they don't understand. And they hate what they don't understand and aren't willing to understand. So I can tell you, there's a new tool called Blab. If you haven't been familiar with Blab, Blab is a new live streaming tool, even newer than Periscope and Meerkat. And it's really, in my opinion, replacing Google Hangouts. And for me, not every new piece of technology is worth chasing and implementing, but I perfectly mean that you have to listen, you have to learn, but most of all, you cannot hate what you don't understand, or maybe what you're not willing to understand. The fact people are creating content and spewing things that are uneducated because they have not taken the time to learn them. We are living in a culture that your voice can be heard, but if you're not listening to both sides of the argument and not listening with a clear mind, I tell every single person that if you download a brand new app, I recommend, if you download a brand new app on your phone and it's going to replace an old app, delete the old app when you are testing it. Give that new app a fair shot. You actually truly have to test that product. So for me, when things are coming brand new, yes, I live on the bleeding edge. Part of my job is to help brands embrace change. So I can work with a brand. I can bring them the idea, hey, these are the tools that are out here. Here's the features. Hey, I tried these. Some of these didn't work. You are right. Trust my 3 T's, right? I have 3 T's that is key for all technology adoption success. Trust, training, and tools. Trust, training, and tools. Hey, Sue B. Zimmerman, thanks for jumping in. Thank you guys for sharing this. But the problem I see is that people look at this new technology, and maybe it's because they're so used to being the early adopters. Maybe they were the first ones on Twitter, and now because they missed the first month of a new tool, rather than looking at that new tool and saying, hey, how can I join the party? How can I listen and learn from those that are experts on those platforms? Instead of listening to that, instead of thinking with an open mind, they spew the hate. They say, I'm going to bash, I'm going to break down, I'm going to put out this content that makes me look like I'm smarter than everybody else and I don't chase every shiny object. I have news for you. If you're not willing to listen, if you're not willing to be open-minded, and I'm not saying, trust me, there's plenty of times that I tell people, if you have a new tool, if you have new technology and it adds steps to your life, if it makes things more of a process, don't implement it. But at the same time, you have to be willing to listen, learn, and be open-minded. Too many people, thank you so much for all the love there, but too many people, I think this is a message we really have to put out there, is let's stop spewing the hate. Let's stop the unfrozen caveman lawyers and one that I think is really important. Those brands, those businesses that still look at hey, I have a website that's digital. I don't need social media. Well, those same companies that said I don't need a website and never put one up, they're probably out of business. And I believe companies and brands that don't look at technology, hire me, listen to people that are actually using the platforms and comparing it. I can tell you, if you get on here, you try Periscope 15 times, and you write a blog post that says, Periscope is not for my industry, I support you. But if you listen to one Periscope or you read one thing and you go, I don't really understand that platform, so I'm going to write a piece of content that says these platforms suck so that people aren't embarrassed that I'm not on there. You suck, and you're going to get run over. And that is the key. For me, it is more about educating people on what the benefits and the features are and letting them make the decision. I don't care if you like Meerkat or Periscope. I just want you to have an open mind to the power of live streaming, and it can change your world. It can give people an authentic view into your company, into your brand. Unfortunately, if you look at it as only the tools and you want to fight between the tools and you bash Meerkat because you want Periscope to be successful, together these two tools are going to lead innovation. But ultimately, it's about understanding, listening, learning, and trying these things out. I am so tired of it. I think we need more educated debates, but it needs to be people that listen on both sides of the coin and are willing to understand that even if you're not on it, it might not be for you, but it's not dumb, and you don't have to bash it in content. So really, that's my little rant here. So I thank you guys for listening and tuning in. It is Friday afternoon. It is a time that we are about to go on a wonderful weekend, and give it your best shot at making it work for your business. I believe that it is best to be great in a few places than good everywhere. But I also believe you must listen and learn everywhere so that you know where your audience is and you know where you can be great. Too many people try to be good in where they think they need, or they try to be great where they think they need to be great. They be great on Facebook and great on Twitter, yet they forget Instagram. Or maybe because they didn't listen to Instagram. Or maybe they think of, oh, well, I don't need live streaming because I have a YouTube channel. For me, it's about listening, learning, and I will tell you, this is my end. This is how I will let you guys kind of go enjoy your weekend and have an awesome beverage on me, is that I feel what we have to do is we have to inspire and teach change. Do not force change. Do not tell someone that they suck if they're not using live streaming. Rather, give them a use case, inspire them, train them on the power of using it, give them examples. I saw Chocolate Johnny, a shout out to Chocolate Johnny, I think he's probably sleeping, but Chocolate Johnny had a 21-year-old girl in his shop this morning, early hours of the morning, and he had her on his Periscope, and he was teaching her the value of Periscope for her as an entrepreneur. To me, it's about inspiring, change, and educating. No judgment. Rock the platforms that work for your brand's audience. And it is important for you to listen and understand where your brand's audience is. And oftentimes, when someone tells me that their brand and their audience isn't on Snapchat, I ask them if they really know that, and if they know that the people that influence them, their audience, are on Snapchat. Because your target demographic that purchases your product might not be using a new tool like live streaming or Snapchat. But I can promise you this, maybe the people that they influence them, the people that are in their community, the younger generation that they're using reverse mentoring, or what if they're using Snapchat? Then it could be valuable. But if you don't listen, and you don't take an open mind to learning that change, guess what? You're going to get run over, and I'm happy to drive that train right over you, because I believe in the power of change, and not changing for just change's sake, rather changing to make a difference. And let's do good stuff together, because ultimately we need to be good to people, right? Thank you guys for tuning into this. I hope you enjoyed it. Go have a wonderful weekend. I truly believe that we can make a difference together. Do good stuff. And yes, Amy, I'm glad that you are in the seat with me, helping me. Yes, and if you want to look at examples, Kodak, BlackBerry, Netscape, Blockbuster. Look them up. Out of sight, out of mind, clueless of what changes, out of business. Cheers, guys. Have a great day.